From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Lone Depot Park. Game 2 of the final series of the year between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. The Phillies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now into the box, Alec Bohm, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're underway tonight in South Florida. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pitch is popped up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now the pitch. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, Ronald Torreyes. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch on the way. 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ronald Torreyes goes down for the first out of the game. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch coming, here it is. Popped him up. Anderson in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I think Alec Bohm is certainly a guy we are excited to watch play. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Rhys Hoskins stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250 with 38 home runs and 103 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Zach Eflin is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
So now into the box is Jazz Chisholm. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Now the pitch.
Chisholm.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 25 for him on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll come in here at 263. 4 home runs and 38 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
1-1. High in the air out to center field. Hazley is right there, 1 down. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matt, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw. How about that?
That is good. The left field.
In is Jorge Soler. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's 0 for 5. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Lead-off homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline.
That ball's foul.
This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. but they're off to a good start. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, JT Realmuto. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 23 homers and 81 driven in. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
At the plate, Roman Quinn batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. His prior history in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Pitch popped up. Anderson is over to take a look, and this is going to be a foul ball. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
From the stretch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
To short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go to short there to retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready now for the Marlins, Garrett Cooper. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him.
Ball 1.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Count 1-0. Nope,
Too much
that's the
bite
ball.
on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
2 balls.
Like to
no
see
strikes.
him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. On the ground up the middle, Gregorius is there, and he's retired 1 away.
Batting fifth.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting seventh. The center fielder.
So next to bat will be Jesus Sanchez, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey!
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. At the plate now is Zach Eflin. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 56, Zach Eflin.
First offering.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Taking strike 2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. So one gone here in the Philadelphia 3rd, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Here's the first pitch to him. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Slow little grounder left side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Next to dig in, Ronald Torreyes. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Pablo Lopez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Pablo
Here's the first pitch.
Lopez.
Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
That's a
Sinker
ball.
misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
So now to the plate, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And that one yanked just foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side, but it's well foul. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Quinn is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting. The shortstop. Miguel Rojas.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas flew out last time up. And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Yeah.
Strike called, 2-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Hey.
2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Pitch misses for ball 4, so that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Into the box, Jorge Soler struck out in his last trip to the plate. Set and the pitch. He grounds it sharply to third. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on a hit. No. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Bryce Harper. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Scooped up, throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-1. Strike two swinging.
One ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey. 0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Pulled toward right center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper.
The right fielder, Garrett Cooper.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! two-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
At the plate now, Jesus Sanchez.
The center fielder.
They pulled off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey!
And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 3-2 pitch. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Ball 2 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. And that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ready now is Pablo Lopez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. To second for 1, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Stepping in now, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1. Hit hard up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning. Curtis. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up JT Realmuto.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Now the 1-0.
Ball two. Ball, that's outside.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Digging in will be Roman Quinn. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Realmuto is on his way home. He comes across to score as they now trail by only 2.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
And he misses with it 1-1.
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Quinn, the runner at third with no outs. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, here is Zach Eflin, struck out in his first at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
First offering.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
That brings up Alec Bohm. He grounded out last time up. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. to third. Right to him. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey!
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now back, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Striding in is Jesus Aguilar. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Into the box, Jorge Soler.
0-1.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way.
The count is 1-2.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Two and two to Jorge Soler.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Full count now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Adonis Medina takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Standing in now, Garrett Cooper. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. Aguilar rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they push the lead to 4-2.
Hey, Giro, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. And a foul pop behind the plate. Real Muto waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
At the plate now, Jesus Sanchez. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for one. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First pitch of the AB now. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting. Right fielder. Bryce Harper.
One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. First offering.
Count 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Soler. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now at the plate, here is Rhys Hoskins. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. We're in the sixth inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, still down by a count of 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Jorge Alfaro.
wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. Down.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hazley is there, and he has it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 49, Hallo, Lopez.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Ball one, no strike.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out.
Hey.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Count 1-1.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Jazz Chisholm is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
1-1 the count now. Now the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hazley is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the. And now here is Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Two balls and a strike to count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Again, another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, JT Realmuto. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. High in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. And another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The next 0-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Roman.
So the next to bat will be Roman Quinn. Now here's the first offering.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. The 0-2 home. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 4-2. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Ready. Here's the 1-0. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Now here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying to sneak a fastball in on? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
To the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. Down the third baseline. This gets fouled. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. One count and the pitch. Into center field. Line drive base hit. And the lead will move to 3 as it's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 37 on the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. David Hale is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Rafael Marchand is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Stepping in now Garrett Cooper. He will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Three runs already home here. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Thank you.
Now the payoff pitch home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Quinn comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So stepping in is Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the first offering.
0-1. Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. So that's their 12th hit of the ballgame so far. And although this isn't a stat that's referred to all that often, we'll take a look at the season-long total for hits by a team. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. Into the box, Jesus Sanchez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch down the left field line and deep, and foul. Anderson, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And 2-2. Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Quinn is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Next to hit is Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey!
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Ball even at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? We're back to South Florida following this. Anthony Bass has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
So now here is Adam Hazley. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And it's fouled away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soler is there. Makes the play, 1 away. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Rafael Marchand. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Rojas takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter
Alex.
comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Up next, Alec Bohm. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Phillies down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ranger Suarez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 55.
Lewis Brinson is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Hey.
Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And the pinch hitter is retired here. 1 away.
Now batting. The second baseman.
Next, here is Jazz Chisholm. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 2 for 4. Now the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a little tapper. Back up get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. At the plate, Miguel Rojas. And she'll take strike one on the inside corner. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
At the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits. No. Anthony Bender comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now at the plate is Ronald Torreyes. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch of the AB now. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. The 1-1.
I got the count. 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The right fielder for 3. Bryce Harper.
Next, it'll be Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Sandy Sandy Leon is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 77, Sandy Leon.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Fouled away.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Philadelphia, good night.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez wins for the 17th time the top total on the staff as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
They left 9 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs on just 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Miami Marlins held their opponent to just 2 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-2. At the start of the day, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East division. They trail first by 4 games, while the Phillies are atop the division, 4 games up. J.D. Davis grabbed 3 base knocks, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in second place in the NL East. They trail first by 4 games, while the Mets are 4th in the division, 8 games out of first. Chris Sale was victorious again and now has 24 wins this year, leading the Red Sox over the Nationals 5-4. In the standings, the Nationals are in last place in the NL East, 14 games back. And the Red Sox are atop the American League East division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. The Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. As of right now, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Reds are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Anthony Rizzo was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 6-3. As of today, the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 14 games back, while the Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Rockies relief pitcher, number 51, earned his 4th win out of the bullpen, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rockies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers halted their 6-game losing streak as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 1-0. In the standings, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West division, an impressive 10 games ahead of second, while the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 13 games out. The San Francisco Giants got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Padres 5-3. As of right now, the Giants are in 2nd place in the NL West, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race, while the Padres are 3rd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-4. As of today, the Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles are 3rd in the division. They're 15 games back. The Yankees put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win in a walk-off against the Rays 4-3. They now have 5 straight wins. Heading into the day, the Yankees sit atop the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Rays are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Michael Fulmer earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 4-2. Entering the day's action, the White Sox are sitting atop the AL Central. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion, while the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Twins racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-0. At the start of the day, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 16 games out of first, while the Twins are 3rd in the division, 11 games out of first. The Stros totaled 11 hits as they took an extra innings victory over the Athletics 3-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. As of right now, the Astros are in 1st place in the AL West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Athletics are 3rd in the division, 19 games out of first. The Seattle Mariners combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Angels 3-1. As of today, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Angels are 2nd in the division, 13 games out. The Indians allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-1. Heading into the day, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 9 games back. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.